are 6 ninth graders. They just got back a test. Shown on their papers are their raw scores, or the number of test items they answered correctly. Out of 50 questions, Will answered 38 correctly, Tim answered 49 correctly, Mary answered 50 correctly, Greg answered 32 correctly, Jan answered 42 correctly, and Kate answered 36 correctly. Greg isn't happy with his score, so he asks if the test will be curved. In order to establish a normal distribution curve, you need to first find the mean, or the arithmetic average of a set of numbers. This can be done by adding up all the test scores and dividing by the number of tests. In this case, I added 38, 50, 49, 32, 42, 46, and then divided by 6. This gave a mean of about 43. You also need the standard deviation to create a normal distribution curve, which is a bit of a trickier calculation, but luckily computers are able to calculate this for us. Based on the mean of 43 and standard deviation of 6, here is the normal curve for our 6 students. Since there weren't many students, this one's a little wacky, but you get the point. Usually with normal distribution curves, the more data, the better. The normal curve allows for comparison of test scores. One of these comparisons is the percentile, or the position of a score in relation to the entire group of scores. Obviously, this group isn't very large, so the percentiles are not very indicative of their abilities, but for simplicity's sake, we'll still do it. Will, with his score of 38, is in the 20th percentile. Jan, with her score of 42, is in the 43rd percentile. Tim, with his score of 49, is in the 84th percentile. The percentile is based on what percentage of student scores would be below. In this theoretical situation, Tim's score in the 84th percentile means 84% of students would score below him. Lastly, we can change the scores to stanines, a standardized test score with a mean of 5 and a standard deviation of 2. This would place Greg near a stanine of 1, Kate and Will near a stanine of 3, Jan around average of 5 stanines, and Tim and Mary around 7 stanines.